All we do is win, 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 no matter what. Hey, how's everybody doing this evening? This is Mr. Chante Kelly. Yeah, OG boss it up queen. Whoop whoop. Okay, so my had just really flared up. I don't know. I turned 55 and just all of a sudden I'm allergic to everything for some reason, and so they switching me up different allergy medicines. I just wanted to say that disclaimer that I may have to pause or you may hear me cough. I don't have COVID or anything like that. I don't have any type of congestive heart failure. It's nothing. It's allergies, you guys. So and they just flare up every now and then. So with that said, okay, so we're gonna keep it moving. So here, remember I said I was gonna be giving you guys a lot of other trainings in between because there's no way in this short period of time I'm able to really give you the full boot camp because technically we're supposed to be meeting like every day, 5 days a week, for those 8 weeks. That's really like every day we are supposed to be having class. Yeah, but I know most people don't have time like that. So I had to condense it down for the busy people, for ourselves. So you guys are the beta. Again, if you guys get stuck, please inbox me. Do not get stuck. I need major mega testimonials. Do not forget that I need you guys to send me a shout out video. Make sure you're looking pretty decent. Make sure you are at your best angle. All of that great stuff. You guys are bossing up, so I'm not gonna just let you do any kind of video anymore. You guys, look at Nur Jahan's video, look at Dr. Carrie White's videos on the YouTube channel. The Boss It Up, Chante Boss It Up Kelly YouTube channel, and you guys can kind of get an idea of Jenny Lynn Hart. I'm waiting on yours. Hair down, your gothic makeup on. I need you guys' testimonies. Okay, so I know you guys are all listening to this. Michael Hopkins, you Dorothy, please, I need you guys' testimonials. Okay, so again, you can go to YouTube channel and look at the endorsements. You can go to website, look at the endorsements, so you can kind of see how people are doing it. It's pretty much the same way. Obviously, the things they're saying are different, but the pattern is the same way because I trained them how to do it, giving them guidelines, and that is the professional way of, so just your name, the subject, your testimony, your recommendation, give them your name again, say, hey, you sent them, and boom, boss up at the end, get a website, boss up at the end, that's pretty much it. So, you let God speak, just pray and let God speak so it's genuine. You want to keep it under 3 minutes, as close as you can, under 3 minutes, okay? If you can get it even under 2 minutes, that'd be even better. Practice it, write it out if you have to. And I need that ASAP by no later than Sunday after church. No later than Sunday after church from everyone hearing the sound of my voice, okay? So let's get going. Again, you guys are in groups now, right? You're creating your own groups. And when I say it is a moneymaker, Miss Kelly has made thousands upon thousands of dollars. I literally have created campaigns on the spur of the moment because I needed money for whatever. Didn't matter what it was, $2,000 I needed, or $500 I needed, or I just needed $100. Just, to put gas in my car for the whole week, have gas money for the whole week. And I'll put a little campaign out there, do a little something, and bring them in, but I would do it through my groups, right? And so as of now, I have 10 different groups. Right? And all 10 of them are active with just different people in there that serve different purposes in my life, in my business, in my personal life, different things like that, right? And I'm active in every last one of them because I have a system that I follow. Okay, so top multimillionaires like my one of my BFFs right here, Tanya, business partner. I mean, all that great stuff, mentor. I'm telling you, and I'm a mentor to her and some of the things that I do as well. We bless each other. There's nothing new under the sun, you guys. We learn from each other. We grab each other's content to put our own love on it, our own stank, as they would say, our own swag. Put your own stank on it, and that's it. So she's learned from some of the best of the best, and I learned from her, and people learning from me. We just learn it. We're helping each other grow. We're family. It's a beautiful thing because we know there's nothing like the ISP technique. People call it all different types of things. It has all kind of parts to it, but at the end of the day, you're inspecting without being suspect to see if a person is a good prospect. Okay, at the end of the day, that's what you're doing. Whether you're doing it through a post, you're doing it through a video, you're doing it through a live, you're doing it through a watch party, you're doing it through an email drip campaign, a text message drip campaign. It doesn't matter. You know what I'm saying? Or you're doing subliminal campaigning, through your ministry, whatever. However you got to get it out there, you got to get it out there. Don't feel shame about getting it out there. People that feel shame about getting it out there, having groups and hurting people who like your post, hurting people who you connect with, hurting people who you connect with in other like-minded groups, and they say, sure. And here's the thing, you say, hey, you know what? I want to love on you. I want to give you free access for the next 7 days to my group. Check it out. If it's not for you, boom. That's why it's important for you to have that pin post that really gets to the nitty gritty and a couple of bullet points, and it's exciting, snap, crackle, pops, draws them in, make an offer they can't refuse type of thing. And that's what you tag everybody in when they first say yes to your group. And once they agree, you share the link, they agree, then you tag them in that. It's very important that you have it. If it's a video with a virtual background, that's even better. And you don't want the video to be no more than maybe about 10 minutes. About 10 minutes long. Introducing, some people do it even shorter than that. Some people got it down to 5 minutes, 3 minutes. I say no more than 10, no less than 3. Okay? Again, it's just a beautiful thing. If you want to have a picture up there and just do a video with the picture of the Zoom with your avatar, and you don't want to use your face, that's fine too. But the more personalized it is, the better. So that's enough for Miss Kelly. I'm going to turn it over to the star of the show today, my girl Tanya. She's going to be training you guys on a few things. It'll be about 30 minutes long from this point on. You can set your clock. Miss Kelly may come in and say something, maybe 30 seconds or something, but overall, uninterrupted time, 30 minutes. I want you guys to crush it with these groups. I'm telling you, they are money makers if you do it right. So here she go. Sit back, uninterrupted time. Tanya Liza. How to monetize in Facebook groups.
Profiles, Facebook fan pages. It can get a little bit confusing, but in this video, I'm going to show you how to specifically use Facebook groups to help get your prospects off the fence so you can sell more products or your services or sign more business into your team. So stay tuned. My name is Tanya Liza, and I help entrepreneurs and network marketers create success faster while most importantly designing a lifestyle that you love. So if you're new here, consider subscribing. I post a brand new training video and free resource here on my YouTube channel and on the blog every single Monday. So I was at a marketing boot camp seminar that was designed specifically for network marketers a few weeks back, and I got talking with a lot of the leaders and really like movers and shakers in our industry that were making it happen on social media. And one of the really interesting things that I learned was that these guys were using Facebook groups not only for their teams that they had in their network marketing businesses, but they were using Facebook groups for their prospects to help them get their prospects off the fence, engulfed in the community and in the culture even before they joined, and they had a specific process for it. So in this video, I want to share with you what I learned and what the process looks like so you can implement this in your team if you want. And then I also want to give you some insights for my recommendations, because this is something that I'm going to be actually doing inside of our personal team to also amplify your results if you're going to use this strategy. So I know we've got Facebook pages, we've got Facebook groups, you've got your profile. Well, a group, most network marketing teams now have for their network marketing team. But a lot of people aren't yet using it as a really cool resource, as a prospecting tool for people that are maybe on the fence and looking at what you guys are doing and maybe making a decision. They're not really using it as a prospecting tool. And I think it's absolutely genius if you can learn how to use it as a prospecting tool. Now, I'm going to give you a bunch of tips in this video, but with every episode of Tanya Eliza TV, I like to equip you with an additional resource that's absolutely free that'll help you even further faster with your business. And because we're talking about Facebook groups, and I know there's going to be a lot of questions at the end of this video on how do I create this type of a Facebook group, I've actually put together a free resource for you that you can get on my blog at tanyaeliza.com/49 download, the number 49 download. We'll leave a link for you in the resource section or the description box if you're on my YouTube channel. But I'm going to actually give you a step-by-step video tutorial on how to put your group together, what you should be naming your group. I'm going to give you a bunch of cool little tips and just walk you through that, because there might be some people out there that don't know how to do that, and this will be an incredible resource. But most importantly, I'm going to also give you with that my prospect follow-up cheat sheet. So when you are actually inviting your prospects to your Facebook group, and I'm going to share with you some things and why you want to be doing this in a minute, but you're going to have a follow-up process you're going to need to follow to make the most out of this strategy. And I'm going to give you a prospecting cheat sheet so that you can actually keep track of everybody that you're inviting into the group. And there's only going to be a 7-day window that they're going to have access to the group, and then what you do from there to follow up with them to actually close them into your product, service, or business. So I'm going to give you that over on my blog at tanyaeliza.com/49 download as an incentive for you to do this for your team, because it's going to be really impactful and powerful if you guys can get this right. So go over to the blog and grab that if you think that it'll be helpful for you in your business. So here's how this works, okay? So you're going to start a Facebook group, and this is free to do. That's the cool thing. It's free, 90 free. You're going to start a Facebook group. And now, if you already have a Facebook group going on, you might consider using that group, or you might consider creating an additional group that's just for the sole purpose of you and your team using it for your prospects, okay? So this is a group that you're going to invite your prospects to, and all the other team members are in there as well as part of the community. And this is a chance for your prospect to get a sense of the community that you have, as well as hear some of the real life stories and testimonials that you have inside of your team, and just to get a feel of making the right decision for them if they're sitting on the fence. So you might consider starting a new group, or you might consider using the one you currently have. Now here's some tips that I can give you that will help you to decide, do I use the one that I currently have, or do I start a new group? So with your group, you want to brand your team name. Now, a lot of teams in network marketing have got their own little team name, okay? Now, that's what you want to be branding as the group name. So if you're like, I don't know what to call my group, that's what you call your group, a team name. Now, if you don't have a team name, come up with a team name, okay? That'll be really, really important for you to do. You do not want to call your group anything to do with your company name, okay? You don't want anybody out there Googling. You want to brand it to your team name, okay? So decide if your group currently that you have right now is set up that way or not. If it's not, you might want to consider starting a new group, but you should always be branding your team name with your prospects and with your community inside of your network marketing business. Now, you want to invite leaders that you're working with that can come into the group. You want to invite your whole team that you have, or if you don't have a team yet, ask some of your leadership to come into the group. And you want to ask them to communicate in the group in a way that's going to be helpful to a prospect to make a decision, to making a buying decision with you, right? So ask them to share their experience with the product or the service or the business, to share a little bit of a third-party testimonial. So if you have all these people in there and a bunch of leaders coming in and they're sharing their stories and all the positivity is flowing, and your prospect comes in and they see all of that, it's going to help them make a decision of if that's a community that they'll want to be a part of. And I'm sure they will if you set it up right. Now you want to educate your team when you invite them over, when you invite anybody into the group, and you can do this in the setup of the group. And that free download and resource I'm going to leave you with in this episode will help you to figure out what to say inside of the group rules. But you want to educate people on the group etiquette. So let them know if you're going to be a part of this group, you have to be helpful to the group, you have to engage, you have to encourage, you have to be positive, and you have to share testimonials and feedback about, obviously, the business that they're in or the products that they're using in a positive way. Okay, so you want to encourage everybody to participate in the community and make that a rule. Just say, look, we're putting this together for the team. If you guys want to use it, you want to get the most out of it, you need to participate in the group. And then you have to make sure that you set etiquette. Now, this should be something that we don't have to say, but we do have to say it. The etiquette is there's absolutely zero poaching, okay? So if somebody invites a prospect in, right, nobody else can go and try recruiting other people's prospects in there, okay? And that's listed in the group rules when you set up the group. Unfortunately, we have to say that, but if you set it as a rule, then it's just the rule and people will get it and it's in front of people. So just set the etiquette. There's no poaching or dishonest business that happens in here. It is fully a support group to help everyone's prospects to feel the love in the community and also to make a decision of joining the team in the community. Now here's something that we currently have in our team group, and it's a photo album in the group that is called Testimonials and Success Stories. So everybody that posts in the group, all of the posts get shifted down, and then they kind of lose their topness. So nobody really sees all the older posts, right? So here's what I do in my group. Whenever somebody shares a really cool testimonial or story, I actually screenshot that testimonial or story as an image, and then I upload it into the success stories and testimonials photo album that's a part of the group. So when I'm inviting a prospect into the group, you can actually say, hey, make sure that you engage and you say hello and check out some of the stories. But one of the biggest things that I want you to check out is I want you to go to our photo album in the group called Testimonials and Success Stories, and you can hear all the success stories and testimonials that our personal team in the company is having. I think you're really going to love it. So make sure that you utilize the photo album feature of the group. It's really powerful. So you've invited your prospect to the group, and please do not invite them without their permission and letting them know that you're going to be inviting them into the group. Kind of present it as an added bonus to help them make a decision and say, hey, look, I'm going to invite you into our team's community just so you can do some research from the inside out, and you can learn a little bit about our culture and how we operate, and you can see some of our other success stories of people using our products and people in the business. But here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to add you there for 7 days. Okay, you're going to get a taste of what our community is like for 7 days. And this is where the magic happens, because what do you do after you invite your prospect in? You have to have a scheduled follow-up time, okay, for you to follow up with them. So you want to, after you do a presentation, if you can't get a committed close, okay, you definitely want to try to close them, but if you can't get a committed close, you want to say, hey, listen, to help your decision, what I want to do is I want to introduce you to some of the community and team of people that I work with, and you can hear some of their stories, you can see what's going on with what we're doing. I'm going to invite you into our private, exclusive team Facebook group, and I'm going to give you access in there. This isn't something that I normally do, but I'm going to give you access in there for about 7 days, okay? And I want you to go around and ask people, talk to people if you need to, whatever. But in 7 days, I want to follow up with you, and I want to see if you're ready to make a decision on joining the community and having some fun with us. So then you want to schedule a time with them on date and time that you're going to be following up with them. Don't just throw people into the Facebook group and then just be like, oh, they'll connect with me when they're ready to go. You have to have a scheduled appointment time for you to follow up with them to collect a decision. Now, the resource that I also have for you at TanyaLiza.com/49 download is going to be a Excel spreadsheet, or it's not Excel, but it's a spreadsheet that you can use to put in your prospects when you invited them into the group. It's going to keep you on track, and it's going to help you to know when your follow-up time is. So it's almost like a follow-up schedule for this process of using Facebook groups. So make sure you go and get that, and you implement it into your business. So then you have a follow-up time, and at that follow-up time, you're going to connect with them, and you're going to say, is there anything else that you need to know before we get you started? And we officially welcome you as a member inside of the group. Now at that point, you are going to either keep them in the group if they join and they become a customer or a business builder with you, or I would take them out of the community if they do not join, and just they get a 7-day all-access pass to your team group, and then after that, they are out, or they're in. So they're in or they're newsletter out, but make sure you have that follow-up time scheduled with them. It is so ultimately important to make the most out of using Facebook groups for your prospects and helping them make a decision to join your team and in your community. And to help you further with this, remember, I put a really cool resource together for you with this episode at TanyaEliza.com/49download. We'll leave a link in the resource section, the description box. I'm going to show you how to build a Facebook group for free for your group and for your team and how to use it. And then I'm going to also give you the follow-up guide so that you can, fill that up with follow-up appointments and get your prospects in and block out those all-access passes for 7 days. And you actually have a guide and a cheat sheet in front of you that's going to keep you on track with the prospects that you're putting in and then following up and closing them from there. Pretty cool, right? So I hope you got a ton of value out of today's episode at Tanya Eliza TV here. We put a lot of energy and work into providing you the best training when it comes to new age network marketing, social media network marketing type stuff, and we truly hope that you enjoy. If you found value in this training, share it with your team, share it with your friend, and help them to get acclimated in using groups with your business, with your team, so that you all can just recruit and have more fun inside of your community. Now, if you're excited about this strategy and you are going to implement, drop a comment below and let me know when you are going to start building your first Facebook group for your prospects, for your network marketing team. I'd love to hear from you. Now, if you found value, make sure to share this video around as always, and we will see you on the next episode of Tanya Eliza TV. In this video, I want to teach you a really cool...
Okay, everybody, did you guys hear those golden nuggets? OMG. Again, Miss Kelly has 10 groups, right? And 5 of them are paid groups. Right, and each group has an average of about 25 to 50 people in it, an average. Some of them a little less, some of them a little more, but an average of 25 to 50 people in each group. Okay, and 5 of them are paid, and there's $25 a month, and they're on reoccurring payment links. Okay, you guys do the math, follow my footsteps, do it, make it happen. Do what you need to do in the beginning for about 30, I would say for about 30 to 90 days, and then make it a paid group. Start it off at $10 a month or $20 a month, $25 a month, something in that area, $15 a month, something in that area between 10 and 25 a month. And then once you have at least 25 people in the group and people are getting value, they're sharing their testimonies, you took them notes, right, what she said. Plus, you can stop this and go back and rewind it and look at it as well. Don't stress yourself out, okay? About how, the follow-up and setting the appointment, 7 days. Yeah, something about that number 7, that godly number of completion. When I sign people up from network marketing companies with me, within 7 days, I get them income qualified. Within 7 days, as long as they're coachable. If they're not coachable, then some of them fall by the wayside. But the ones who are coachable, they're income qualified within 7 days, right? And then within 30 days, they actually are at that first stage. If it's $500 a month or $1,000 a month or whatever that first, nice raise is, boom. And that's how she is with most all of her people, and she trains her leaders the same way. In 7 and 30. 7 and 30. Get them income qualified in 7. Get them at that first rank, making that money at 30. Right? And just rinse and repeat and help them grow. All right? So remember, you bring people in, you got to help them win. Write that down. If you bring people in, you got to help them win. Even if it's just a prospect for Boss It Up, you bring them in, you got to help them win. You got to follow up with them, see when their appointment was, have them take a screenshot of it, make sure they got it in their email. I hope you guys are listening. You getting golden nuggets, okay? So here we go. So the next training, again, remember you guys, the fortune is in the group. I'm telling you, the fortune is in the foundation of your group. Okay, so she showed you, heard all that. You can go back and look at it again. You got to implement this. Implement. Do not procrastinate on this. Put your own swag on it and tag me and stuff. Let me see stuff. I'm just so excited for you guys. Woo-hoo. Let's keep it going. Keep it going. Here she go again. This one is 11 minutes and 45. You need to pause it. Go get you something to drink. Take a stretch or whatever. Come back. Let's do it. Let's do it. Let's do it. Boss up.
idea that you can implement with you and your team to drive massive business and volume over the next 14 days using one simple Facebook pop-up group that anyone can set up and invite prospects to. Welcome to episode 159. My name is Tanya Eliza, and I help entrepreneurs and network marketers create success fast while most importantly designing a lifestyle that you love. So if you're new here, consider subscribing because I put out a brand new training episode and free resource for you and your business each and every week. Now, I cannot take full credit for this pop-up group idea that I'm going to be sharing with you. In fact, I have two lady boss rock stars on my network marketing team that use this strategy. Their names are Kathy and Jordan. And after seeing them use this strategy within their team and seeing the type of volume that has come from their team using this strategy, and not to mention the excitement that their team has when they're using this strategy, I just had to do this little video episode and share a little bit about what it is that they're doing so that if you wanted to use this strategy for you in your business, that you could as well. So Kathy and Jordan, thank you so much for allowing me to share this, and also thank you for implementing it and using it inside of our team, because I know your team loves you for it, and I know that you guys drive a lot of volume using this strategy. So thank you very, very much. Now, before I get into this Facebook pop-up group strategy, which is so cool, you guys know in every episode of Tanya Eliza TV that I like to equip you with a free resource that goes with the episode that you can use to help create success with fast in your business. So today, since I'm going to be sharing with you how to implement this Facebook pop-up group strategy, I didn't want to leave you hanging. I wanted to make sure that I outline this in a very easy to read checklist and guide. So after you learn about this strategy, if you decide that you want to implement it inside of your business, you have the checklist to make sure that you include everything that I talk about here in this video and that you do it right. So if you'd like to pick up that checklist on how to implement the Facebook pop-up group strategy that I'm going to be talking about, make sure to go over to the blog at tanyaeliza.com/159 and pick up that resource. It'll take you to my blog post. On the blog post, you'll see this video, and then right below this video, right down there, you'll see a big yellow button, and if you click the button, you can request access to the checklist for free so that you can go through it in this episode, and when you go to implement, after you learn the strategy, you can just go through the checklist and make sure that you've implemented it exactly the way that we've suggested. So let's get into the strategy. Okay, so I'm going to give you some steps, but I want you to get a holistic vision for how this works. Okay, so with Facebook groups, there's a lot of different ways that you can set up Facebook groups. I know, right? But this is going to be a pop-up Facebook group. And what I mean by pop-up is it's going to be a group that you abandon every 14 days. So you're going to set up a new group like maybe once a month or every 14 days or every other month, depending on how often you want to use this strategy in your team. I suggest try it out once, see how it goes, and then figure out how often you want to do the Facebook pop-up group strategy. But you're going to set up this Facebook group, and I'm going to give you steps in a minute on how to set it up properly. And essentially, this Facebook group is going to be a really exciting community over the next 14 days with lots of stories being shared, testimonials. We're going to build that excitement inside of the Facebook group, and it's going to be a place for you and your team to
Nur Jahan, I need you to create a pop-up group. Yep. I need you to create a pop-up group for those who want to invite people to look at the opportunity of being an appointment setter, right? And if they actually like it, then they get on my calendar. So my Calendly link would need to be in there to get in my calendar. And then if I approve them, then I send them your way to train them, and they pay you. So I need you to really pay attention to this and create a pop-up group just for that, right? For 14 days, and then just create a new one. And you want to find you some leaders that will help you do it as well. Okay, so you can multiply your efforts. It's a beautiful thing. Boss up.
Invite your prospects to learn more about your products or services. And what you can do is you can also incentivize the people that join or buy during those 14 days, almost like a limited time viewing and offer that you put together to all of the prospects. And you sort of incentivize and you build this almost like launch of the products or services in this Facebook pop-up group. So it's a holistic overview I'm trying to give you on how to use this Facebook pop-up group, but it's essentially a really cool mini launch that you create and you incentivize, and then you get your team to invite prospects into, and then I'm going to share with you the content that you're going to share in this group to really get the prospects interested in joining what it is that y'all are doing. Okay, so I'm going to leave a lot of these steps in the checklist for you, but the first thing that you want to do is you want to think about who can you schedule to go live in a Facebook Live format inside of your group, inside of your pop-up group over the next 14 days, sharing their story, either a product testimonial or a business testimonial. Now, if you're doing your Facebook pop-up group for 14 days, you might think about 14 people, either on your team or downline, sideline, upline, wherever, that can come out in a Facebook Live, schedule them on the calendar on the day, and come out and share their story. And then while they're sharing their story in the Facebook Live format inside the group, they're going to have a call to action that says, hey, whoever invited you to this group, to learn more, make sure to get up with them. But they're essentially coming in and they're sharing their story about how the product or business has affected their life in a positive way. So if you think about the type of content that's being shared in the Facebook group, that is the best kind of content. So there's all your prospects inside the group that are going to be hearing these people's stories. So the first step is to schedule these people on the days that they're going to come out inside of your Facebook group and go live. The second step is schedule them. Okay, so I already said this, but step 2, get them on the calendar, let them know the day and time that you want to have them come out in your group so that you can start to promote them inside the group once you start inviting people and prospects into the group. Step number 3 is you want to set the group up. Now, setting a group up on Facebook is as simple as going to YouTube and figuring out how to set up a group, but you want to set up the group as a secret group. Okay, so this is what I would recommend. So that means that nobody can come into the group unless they are invited and added by somebody. This is a way that you can make sure that the members are all secure to the person who invited them. So you can always look who invited each member of the group, and that's really important when you're doing a pop-up group and you're going to be doing this with your team, and you got to have a lot of people inviting their prospects and their people into this environment. You want to make sure that it's a safe environment so you can see who added who inside of the Facebook group. So you're going to start the Facebook group. It's going to be a secret Facebook group, and then you're going to put a little banner at the top, and then you're going to do a video. I would suggest a video, and make that the pinned post or the announcement post inside the group, letting all of the prospects that are going to be added to the group, let them know exactly what they're going to benefit from being inside of the group and how the pop-up group is going to work, and let them know you're going to have prizes or incentives. Like, make it a really fun environment for your prospects to be inside of. You can get really creative here. Now, in that welcome video that you post as an announcement post or pin post, I would definitely recommend that you tell people to set their notifications of the group to on, and then let them know how to do that. So that means that they will be notified when there's a new Facebook Live. One of your scheduled people that you have coming out to do a Facebook Live, whenever somebody makes a post or anybody goes live in the group, they're going to get a notification on their phone or on their desktop that is happening right then and there, and they will be able to plug into that content. The 5th step is you want to announce this to your team, and you want to get your team on board. So let them know this group has been created. Here's how we're going to use this group. It's going to be really exciting. Here's some incentives and prizes. And here is how you invite your prospects to the group. And I would do a little bit of a training on how to get their prospects invited into the Facebook pop-up group, and let them know it's going to be a 14-day kind of run. We're doing this Facebook group, pop-up group. We're going to have exciting speakers and trainers in here sharing their story. You're going to want to get all of your prospects that are new or on the fence inside of this Facebook prospecting group, pop-up group. And then you want to teach them how to properly invite their prospects to the group. Number 6, you want to teach your team how to close their prospects from the group. Okay, so you don't just want a whole bunch of people added to this group. You want to create volume. You want to create results for you and your team. So you want to make sure that your team clearly knows how to close their prospects that they're adding them to the group. Get them to start 3-way chats, maybe with their upline inside of Facebook Messenger. Also, make sure that they're asking them, hey, what did you like best about this person's interview? Or what did you like best about this person's Facebook Live? Did you see the post on this? Great. Do you see an opportunity for yourself? We'd love to have you a part of what we're doing. We'd love to have you as a customer customer? Do you see an opportunity for yourself? Would you like to do me a favor and try out these products? I think you're absolutely going to love them. Make sure you teach your team how to close their prospects. Number 7, throw some incentives and prizes out for people who join within a certain period of time and or buy products within a certain period of time. So how can you create a contest? Maybe you do a giveaway. Anybody who purchases this product pack within this time period or before this date, we're going to do a raffle and we're going to pick a winner, and here's what you're going to win. Get creative with this, have some fun, but figure out a way to make yourself different and stand out and make an exciting event over something that's incentivized or a giveaway, prizes, whatever you can think of. And number 8, incentivize people to join immediately. So some of those giveaways are like, hey, anybody who buys before this time gets this. Anybody who buys before this time or joins before this time gets this. So think of urgency that you can build. Instead of having people think about it, they've got to make a decision before a certain date. You can also let people know when you're going to do your next pop-up event. So if you're promoting the business, you can say, hey, by the way, we've got another pop-up event happening on this date, and we want to make sure that we can help you get started and trained up so that you can invite your people into our next pop-up incentivized event that we have going on, and it starts on this date. So we want to make sure that you join now so that we can get you trained up and acclimated inside of our next pop-up event that we have going on. Okay, so pretty simple. I hope you get the idea. Now, to help you with this, I wanted to make sure that I really got a little bit detailed with it and give you a plan and a checklist so that you are fully aware on how to start your next Facebook pop-up group and incentive with your team to create that massive volume, momentum, and excitement. So I put that checklist and plan together for you on the blog, and you can pick it up for free by going to TanyaEliza.com/159. It's ready for you. Go grab it. Question of the week. Have you done something like this with you and your team, maybe using a Facebook event or a Facebook pop-up group before? Or are you really excited to start your next Facebook pop-up group with your team? I want to hear about it, and drop me a comment below and let me know, are you excited, or have you done something like this already before? If you have done something like this already before, how did it work out for you? I'm curious to know, so drop me a comment below. Okay, did you get some value out of today's episode? I truly hope that you did. Thanks for joining me on Tanya Eliza TV. If you did get value, or if you know of anybody at all that would get value from this episode, make sure to share it with your team, share it with your upline, downline, sideline, whatever, by clicking one of the like or share buttons above, below, or around this video. And I will see you on the next episode of Tanya Eliza TV. Well, if you've seen episode 49, you know that I love using Facebook groups to help me build my business and my brand.
All right, you guys. So we're winding down. It's the last video we're going to be looking at today. Did you just hear what she just said about the pop-up group? You guys utilize this. If you got questions, ask. Do not get stuck. Do not overwhelm yourself. Space this stuff out. But you got to utilize this. This is a gold mine. Just think about, excuse me, think about the logic behind it. It's easier to have them all in one centralized area and then have them invite their people and have they people invite their people. Come on, you guys. And you have a video that's explaining the business that's already pinned, that we use the ATM system, right? Add them to the group. You guys know how to grab your group link, give it to them in a private messenger. That's more concierge. Remember, if you're not a brand that stands out in the crowd, who will buy you? So you got to go that little extra mile. Customer service, and teach your people to do the same thing. Excuse me. Yes, teach your people to do the same thing, okay? Right? You don't just learn how to do this yourself and not simply and rhythmically, where it's duplicatable, right? That's why, Miss Kelly, whenever I invite you to anything, you usually get an Evernote link that has your steps to success with resources and different things. That's why I love Tanya. She always has those resources. I am a huge believer in giving free resources, because your guys' winning testimonial helps us get customers. Duh. So we new customers and clients, right? So it just makes sense that we go over and beyond to help you win. You know what I'm saying? Especially if you're spending money with us or trusting us, to guide you in a program or something like that. So I'm just so grateful. So again, you guys, do the pop-up group. Right? Understand the pop-up group. Go to get that resource that she told you to get so you can download. All of these resources that she told you, get them. Put them in a folder. Print them off. Put them in a folder. Be organized so you can harmonize and monetize. So last video, I pray you guys are getting value from this. Please let me know if you're getting value. Comment in the chat. Tag me. Comment in the VIP Boss It Up group. Comment. Katrina Jones. I know you listening to this. Katrina Jones, your two ladies that's ready to get started. I need you to add them to the BIU corporate chat and the BIU group. The BIU corporate chat and the BIU group. Remember to tell them they get a 7-day free trial. Make sure you tag them in that pinned post. You know where it's at the top of the group. Make sure you say, hey, start here. And I'm going to see the tag that you tag somebody. I'm going to see it. So it says start here. Right? And, and then that's adding them, you tag them, the ATM, and then you message them, hey, you inbox them privately, hey, you guys are all in, Make sure you introduce them, in the chat. Excuse me. And you grab a picture and say, here we grow again, and you introduce them and tag a few of us and stuff, especially Miss Kelly, obviously, in the BIU lab. You guys are bosses. This is how you do it, and this is the way you get practice so you can do it, then start doing it for yourself. Do it here at your home church, basically, right? And then do it when you decide, when you become a pastor of your own church, right? Become a CEO of your own.com, right? Then you do it at yours. It's a beautiful thing. And now we're creating generational understanding of the non-poverty mentality, and we're creating generational understanding of each one needs to teach one to reach one to bless one, so we all can grow as one. Last video. Note takers are money makers. Implementers can become millionaires.
For two reasons. Number one, it helps me to leverage out the support for my team and my customers. And number two, it helps me to attract new teammates and customers. But how the heck do you build a profitable prospecting group? How do you bring people into the community that are high quality and that will actually turn into teammates and customers? I'm going to be sharing with you exactly how I do that in this episode. So stay tuned. Welcome to episode 124. My name is Tanya Eliza, and I help entrepreneurs and network marketers create success fast while most importantly designing a lifestyle that you love. So if you're new here, consider subscribing because I put out a brand new training episode and free resource for you and your business each and every week. So if you're trying to build up a free Facebook group where you're trying to build that community, build your brand, really provide value, and then lead into your recommendations, your suggestions, your business, how do you really get the right people into that group? How do you really build that community? How do you get exposure for that Facebook group so it's not just another dead community out on internet land? You need to get people into the group. So you need to get really good at learning how to promote the group. And in this episode, I'm going to give you 8 really good ways to get people into your Facebook group. Now, in every episode of Tanya Eliza TV, I like to equip you with a free resource that you can use in your business that will help you with the strategy that we're talking about on the show. So today, since we're talking about Facebook groups and using these groups to really build your brand, give value, build your community, and lead into recommendations, suggestions, or building your business and recruiting. Now, in every episode of Tanya Eliza TV, you know that I like to equip you with a free resource that you can use in your business. Today, since we're talking all about Facebook groups, I've put together a step-by-step guide for you to build up a profitable Facebook community on Facebook inside of a group, how to promote it, and then what to post as far as content inside the group to build a raving community that helps you build your brand, help you deliver your value, and most importantly, helps you to acquire customers and sales for your business. So if that sounds like something that will help you, you can pick up this free guide that we have put together for you over on the blog at tanyaliza.com/124 download. We'll leave a link for you in the description box if you're watching on my Facebook or my YouTube channel, or if you're already on the blog, there'll be a big yellow button right below this video. Click it and you'll get my guide to a profitable Facebook group community, absolutely free. So I'm going to give you 8 ways to promote into this Facebook group, because the most important thing is after the thing's built, how do you get people in there? Now, I will caution you, okay, if you already have a group or you're just getting started with your Facebook group community, do not, for the love of everything marketing and the love of everything Facebook, do not put people in these groups without their permission. You do not want to add people to the groups without them knowing what they're being added to. It's one of the most annoyingest things on Facebook that exists. So here are 8 ways that will help you market and get people excited about being inside of your Facebook group. Number 1, when your group is ready, do a Facebook Live launching it out to the world and ask people to comment below to be added to the group and invited into the group. I also do periodic weekly Facebook Lives, and from time to time, I'm always making a plug for our B Lab, our Build Like a Boss group on Facebook, for people to come in and join. You also want to do periodic Facebook image posts that tell people that the group exists and why you put it together and how it will specifically help the people that are seeing that post, and then they can go, do I want to be a part of that group? Here's how it will help me. Okay, yes, I want to be a part of that group. And then they'll invite themselves into that group. Number 2, if you have a blog, which I totally suggest that you do have a blog, you want to get exposure for your Facebook group on your blog. So you can make a little sidebar banner, you can put it on the sidebar, maybe have it on your homepage, maybe have it sprinkled inside of some of the blog posts, maybe have it as a resource at the bottom of your blog post. These are all areas that I get exposure for our B Lab group on my blog. Number 3, in your videos. So if you're doing videos, and yes, you should be doing videos, make sure to do a plug for your group on Facebook and invite people into the group. Just make sure that you are remembering to share the benefits of what somebody is going to get when they're a part of that group. Number 4, you could put an invite to your Facebook group in your email signature. Number 5, in your Facebook Lives that you're doing. You should have a Facebook Live schedule. I do a Facebook Live consistently every week called Tuesday with Tanya over on my Facebook page, and I definitely give a plug to our free Facebook community on our Facebook Lives. Number 6, if you're doing any kind of freebies. So every week we put out a new freebie and a resource for our community that helps them with setting something up, a checklist, whatever. And at the bottom of those freebies, we have a little resources section, and I definitely include our Facebook group in the resources section. Number 7 is in your curiosity posts on Facebook. So when you're posting something on Facebook, you might say something like, P.S. if you haven't yet already joined our Facebook group called XYZ, here's how it will help you, here's why we put it together, click here to be invited into the group. And number 8, make sure that you're linking your Facebook group community with your Facebook business page or your fan page. This is a new feature that you can actually take advantage of on your Facebook page. So just go into the settings, it'll ask you if you'd like to link a group, and it'll give you the options on all the groups that you're an admin for, on which groups you'd want to link to your Facebook Facebook page. So when people are on your Facebook page, they'll see your group as well, and they can click over and ask to be invited into your group. Basically, any opportunity I get, I am going to do a plug for our free Facebook group. Why? I want to get people in there. I want to show them the additional value that we bring. I want to help build my brand. But then I also want to lead that into recommendations and suggestions that will really help them and get the group conversing and helping each other, really build up that strong community. And so you know what I'm going to do here? I'm going to give a shameless plug for our Build Like a Boss, our B-Lab Facebook group, and we'll leave a link for you in the resources section, in the show notes section of this episode, or you can just head over to buildlikeabossgroup.com and request access to come and join us in there and snoop on how we do some things inside of our community. Now, for all of this to work properly, it is really important to make sure that you have your Facebook group and community set up properly. And that is exactly why we put together our free resource with this episode for you, and you can pick it up on the blog at tanyaliza.com/124 download. We'll leave a link for you in the description box, or if you're already on my blog, right below this video, there'll be a big yellow button for you. You can click it, and you'll get my Facebook Profitable Community Guide, and I'll show you how to set it up, how to post, and then how to make your recommendations and suggestions from inside of that group. Definitely will help you. Question of the week. Do you have a Facebook group that you're using to build your brand, deliver value, and build a community around? If you do, drop the link in the comment section below and let us know what you love most about having that group and how it specifically helped your business. I'd love to hear about it in the comment section below. So, did you get some value from today's episode? I truly hope you did. If you have a Facebook group, awesome. Use these strategies to get more people into the group. If you don't have a group yet, you need to have a group.
Right. So thank you guys for letting Tanya come aboard, and bless you guys. I got a lot more excitement coming your way with a lot more trainings that are going to be relevant to what you're doing now. That's just going to put fuel on your fire of success. Okay, nothing to overwhelm you. I have you all over the place. You will be organized, and it will be relevant. Short, sweet, to the point, and powerful, just like hers. There you go, right there. So I'm going to ask everybody to do me a huge favor. If you can go over and click on JoyceAnns.com. This is one of Boss's Up's total social media management clients. She's absolutely amazing. I want to thank Cynthia McKelvey for bringing her in. We're starting back in the month of April the lifetime commission on people that you bring in. There are certain stipulations to that, and you will learn about that as time goes on. That's not what we're talking about today, but it will be very clear, so there's no confusion on how Boss It Up compensates for referrals and lifetime referrals, etc., etc. So stay tuned for that. But you just know you do get paid. You do get paid, okay? So that's the bottom line of it, okay? And they're your customer for life, okay? So your referral for life. All right, so with that said, you guys go here, look around. When I say this woman got some amazing stuff on here, oh my God, and you can go in, you can type in like if certain color, if you're looking for certain colors of things, and it just pop up like those shoes right there. I just, I do her ads and stuff for her, and I created a really adorable ad with those shoes right there. If you're looking for, say, I want to see if I can get animal print, animal. Boom, so you type in animal, and they give you different types of animal print that you can look at. View more. You can click on view more and look in there. If you're looking for children, we're not looking for children. That sounded a little weird, didn't it? But y'all know what I'm trying to say. Quit laughing at me, Auntie Cynthia. Okay, so I guess children outfits, view more. Children's palace, right. You view more. And then they give you more. Okay, so I guess I got to be a little bit more specific about that. So they got the children's palace clothes. Okay, so With that said, oh, that is adorable for $6. That is absolutely adorable. Oh, mommy's and daddy's little princess. Somebody need to buy that, like right now. Y'all need to go there and buy that. Okay, so again, they got men's stuff on here. You looking for ties. Let's see if they'll bring the ties up. If they had ties in there, they would have brought it up. Okay, so let's look at men shoes. Okay, and this is done on Shopify. And we can do Shopify accounts for you. My husband right now is getting ready to get one built. He loves jewelry and high-tech jewelry, Christian jewelry, silvers and, rope leathers and, stuff like that, with, some of the African beads and different things like that on it. He loves the headphones with the, Beats by Drake and stuff, the different things like that. But yeah, so please go by. Go over there and see if you see something. Look at those, only $14. Come on, somebody. You guys go over here, check out my client, leave her a review on her website. Tell them that Chante, Boss It Up Kelly sent you. Okay, get into her newsletter. It's going to be absolutely exciting. She's doing a lot of, I'm helping her give a lot of giveaways away, and I'm super excited about this. This is something I enjoy doing. I'm walking in my gift, and I work on my own schedule. Long as I do things on my clients' pages, I say I'm gonna do at least 3 times a week, I'm good. And they pay me amazing money. So it's a beautiful thing. All right. So now, Cynthia McKelvey, when you bring somebody, because she got paid once or twice, right? When you bring somebody else in, you will be getting, on a residual income. Okay. So again, thank you guys. This can be done. It's too many people. Pretty much almost every last one of you have referred someone, or at least one person, to Boss It Up, and I thank you. I really do. And I know it's getting ready to be on fire even more, because the more you're connected to us, stay in the family, eat at the table, the more value you see, the more results you get. The more value you see, the more results you get, the more value you see, and you start being believers, and then there you go. When we really believe in something and we see that we're growing and we're getting value and we're loving it, yes, we don't have a problem sharing it, because we're being 100% honest and we have our own testimonial, right? Not just someone else's hearsay. All right, so now I want to go to free gay porn. Oh God, you guys! I was not looking at that. Quit playing. I know that you know how these websites is. Quit playing, y'all. Quit playing. Okay. Plus, I'm not a man, so why would I look at that? All right. So anyway, that's just besides. Ain't that funny? Like right when if I wasn't recording, that wouldn't have came. Somebody solicited me, right? Anywho, all right. So with that said, okay, right, so when you click on the website now, it's your lucky day. What do you desire to boss up? Free 45-minute real talk, boom. And I didn't even ask Rob to do this way, but you know what I'm saying? I think he did a little trial and error here and there, but this is it right here. Right, they put their name, their email. It's all about automation and grabbing stuff, you guys. That's what that group is, an automation tool. That's what that group is. That's why you guys are in this semester. It's setting it, forgetting, putting stuff on autopilot. It is so important that you put stuff on autopilot so you can work smart and not hard, not exhaust yourself, and have customers and clients and stuff running after you. You guys just follow my footsteps. Put your smell on it. Put your stank on it, right? Your good stank, all right? Right, so you see me. I'm the person down here, not some other avatar. Can I help you? They click on me, and then we can start a little conversation. Hey there. Yep. You got time to talk? If they say yes, we chop it up. That's great. I'm Chante Amber Kelly. Come on, somebody. What's your name? You see what I'm saying? It's automation. That's what I said. This company is so freaking awesome. We got the best technology out there that there's no way that we shouldn't be in every country. There's no way. The countries that, that support us, that would want what we have. And in every state. I think I have touched every state in like at least 10 countries. But yeah, So I need you guys' help. I need your help to get your home out there. Because it's all going to be, the more money I got, the more I can give you guys blessings and freebies and buying you stuff and designing stuff. I'm trying to get Nurjahan her purple mask now. I'm trying to get that to her. Trying to get Jenny Lynn Hart a couple more outfits that she can wear on Boss Up and Breakthrough, which will resume next week. Okay? All right. So, with that said, so I just wanted to kind of go over there, give you guys some love, tell you to go over there and shop with our client. We got some new clients coming in. We got so many new people, you guys. I'm about to throw 2 new ladies in the groups. Katrina is actually right. They know that they are joining me and Katrina and our crypto business, and they know that they need a marketing company like Boss It Up. When they looked at it and said, there ain't nobody like Boston, I said, well, thank you. I appreciate that. That's how I, because you know me, I'm humble. I'm like, as long as you get some kind of marketing company, don't come in here trying to do something on your own. It's not going to work, honey. You need some systems. Save yourself time, money, energy, and stress. So this is Mrs. Chante Amber Kelly, your OG Boss It Up Queen. And as I always say, me and Elder Kelly, we are a kingdom couple. We practice, we live, we breathe, we eat, we teach kingdom spiritual principles so you can have kingdom wealth and health right now, right here on earth. Thank you, God, for clearing up my cough like he usually does. It usually only lasts a few minutes. So thank you, God. So anyway, eventually we'll find something to get rid of it totally. So if you guys got some good ideas, let me know. Y'all naturalists out there. So I love you guys. This is just the beginning. You guys are just seeing the tip of the iceberg. Miss Kelly got so many more freebies and goodies and stuff for you. Just help me out and show me love by inviting. Nurjahan, I need you to get the Calendly link of Jenny Lynn Hart and Michael Hopkins and Cynthia McKelvey. And you have yours and you have mine's, right? I mean, not yours, but mine's. And as your people are coming in and they decide if they want to be an inviter or appointment setter, whichever one, make sure you explain it to them very thoroughly so they know which one, which gift they should walk into, or at least it may not be their gift per se, but they do have the personality to, be profitable at it. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, whichever, right. You want to make sure that you gather that information. Okay, well, I just lost my train of thought. I hate when that happens. But anyway, I done talked to y'all long enough. So look, I'm going to post this in the group, in the chat. I'm going to tag everybody. This is a bonus, must listen to, must practice, must implement. Must listen to, must practice, must implement. Must listen to, must practice, must implement. Every training that I drop like this is what this is going to be about. So, again, if somebody told you to sit up and listen to something, write the notes down, practice it and implement it, and they'll give you $1 million check, would you do it? Don't worry, I'll wait. I'm waiting on the answer. Would you do it? Okay, yeah, I heard Mike say yes. I heard Jenny Lynn say, yeah, duh, Miss Kelly, yeah, duh. Right, I just heard a couple of you guys roll your eyes and say, yeah. Well, look at it like that. Because it can be. Every profit producing activity that takes place, it's why it's called a profit producing activity. You may not see the money right then and there, but oh baby, you do it right in the right way with the right momentum and the right team, your money gonna be sky high. So it is just that's how I need you to think about stuff when you're concentrating on doing things, tasks and things that in front of you that you have to do to grow your business on a regular basis, as Nurjahan so eloquently said earlier, on a consistency, a regular basis, and Katrina too, consistency, regular basis. Thank you guys, all of you .coms, for your encouraging words. I want you guys to start posting more in the groups. If you know who you are. The rest of y'all know y'all doing good. Just keep up the good work. Y'all that's not posting, y'all need to post. It's not about y'all. It's about helping others. You got to post on a more regular basis. And we wonder why we don't have the following, the connection with some of these 3.5 billion folks on here, so we can always have money and we can always have clients because they're going to trust us and love on us and follow us and herd into our groups. Right? You gotta connect with the people. You gotta get out there and connect in the groups. If you don't understand, ask. I'll show you exactly how to do that. Okay, I'll see. Well, I may not be able to show you, but I can give you a PDF, or I can have one of my leaders type you up a PDF and give it to you. So it's step by step. If you need a Zoom, let Miss Kelly know. Get on my schedule. You guys got my links. Get on my schedule and tell me that you need a Zoom on certain things and have your top bullet points written down so we can do it expeditiously and get off, because you know I'm busy. Not too busy to do a profitable, positive things though with you guys. I'll make time, but not for no BS, right? So again, I love you guys. I'm getting tired. I'm getting weary. My eyes are getting tired. I'm gonna finish watching a little bit of Kung Fu Panda, The Paws of Destiny, season 1, episode 6. Maybe 7, and I may end up falling asleep on 8. But okay, I love you guys. I love you guys. Are so funny. Thank you for letting me be myself. Okay, thank you for letting me be myself. I love you guys. Boss up, Miss Kelly out. Make sure you guys are following directions. Stay organized. Tag me in your post. Tag me in your post. I say it again. Tag me in your post. I need to see some posts out there about Boss It Up. You guys, I need to see some posts out there about your.com. Inviting people to inbox you so you could talk to them about it. When you just the basics. Remember, you got to. This is the semester that you're going to be getting clients. Pre-launching your.coms. Pre-launching. Before you even graduate. That's the smart way to do it. So now you don't have to be scrambling around for customers and stuff. You already had the things out. You had your freebie funnel out there getting it. Yeah, we're going to do it right. Miss Kelly got you. Trust me. So I love you. This your OG Boss It Up Queen. And I meant it from my heart. I would never ever look down on any of you unless I'm picking you up, praying you up, and bossing you up. Stick with me and you're going to go all the way to the top. We're creating a legacy here, you guys. Do y'all see this? We're creating. You guys, you got to invite. We're breaking chains up in here. You got to invite, and you got to do it professionally, and you got to do it on, when it's allowed in your schedule. You got to crush it, even if you're only going to be inviting for an hour a week. It doesn't matter. Crush it. Crush it. Have all of your stuff, all your ducks in a row. So all you got to do is copy and paste and, do your little however you're doing it. Okay? And again, if you need help, don't stay stuck. Help, ask. We love you guys, and we mean it. Elder and Evangelist out. Boss up.